Mhm. Yes, so now we are discussing about in information technologies how Cobol is still a high-paying job option for techies. Yes, in my work experience also, in the year of 1990 to 93, I used to do in Cobol. So I know about Cobol. Cobol stands for Common Business Oriented Language. It is a high-level programming language used to create corporate applications. It was the first popular language designed to be platform independent. It was similar to English, which is frequently utilized in the commercial data processing industry to construct business-oriented software. COBOL was simply overshadowed by the rapid rise of other languages and technologies. This makes sense given that the language initially appeared in 1959 and was one of the leading coding methods in the 1960s. COBOL, on the other hand, did not fade away. Other languages for other tasks seized the focus as computers expanded, riding the technology boom. Why is COBOL? Next topic is why is COBOL still a good choice for programmers? So COBOL programmers primarily work for corporate firms, as COBOL is used in around 80% of commercial applications. The corporate demand for competent programmers to support and maintain key COBOL systems is increasing. COBOL related professions don't require a lot of specialized education. When it comes to being a COBOL programmer, there is more to it than meets the eye. Many COBOL programmers require specific expertise to carry out their job. No COBOL related employment requires applicants to just be familiar with COBOL. Here are some of the top talents a coder must know alongside COBOL, JCS, CICS, SQL, Java software development, vSAM, Oracle, and more. Having said that, today's COBOL language is substantially different from the one that programmers encoded on punch cards. Yes, in olden days, punch card system is there in factories. The system is also developed by the and controlled by the COBOL programming. Many prominent platforms do poorly guarantee that code runs for more than a few years. The COBOL community is dedicated to avoiding this type of issue. COBOL has now more active lines of application code than any other programming languages. So the COBOL is now also it is the best language for nowadays also corporate companies are using COBOL means there is a good security methods are also there. But only one thing is the chain COBOL name chain that command will be heavily used in big corporations. Chain means it is linking to another program. So almost all programmers will write indexing one COBOL program, sorting one COBOL program, and view one COBOL program, printing one COBOL program, and all the print that is entry, modify, delete, view, print. These 5 programs will be separately will be there. All these are linked by chain program name. Likewise, it will be operated. It is a very good language now also they are using, but nowadays front end, back end, and middle tier technologies has come. That means the full stack development is there. Even though COBOL is having its own security and significance also in corporate programmers, LIC and some other very big companies are using nowadays also COBOL only because that security catching and hashing is very difficult in that because the multiple big programs are there in that it has to connect to a key program means it is very difficult. COBOL developing COBOL programming is very simple logic, but in chain system in the multiple modules and multiple projects, the finding out one key program is very difficult in that. Well-known programmers and doing in that operations can do it. Even though they will also forget for the time being if they go into another project. By that, the security will be strong in such corporate applications. So that only Cobol is nowadays also, it is very big, comfortable and good programming independent platform independent software. So Cobol is now also, it is having its own demand. I also did very good programs in that, especially in format 1, format 2, format 3, share applications processing. In olden days, we used to do in Cobol programming only. So these are the memories of Cobol. Now also I am doing in Java, J2EE, EJB, Struts, Hibernate and Spring framework. And in olden days, we used to do in Cobol text also. By the text it is retrieving and updating. In the same way, database is also, it will be retrieved by the text only. The simple text will be there. That text cannot, even if you read that, once if you open the text, you can understand that. Even though also, while opening the text, you cannot understand the security process of the database. That is, for what purpose this type of data is there, we cannot understand. Only through software only we can retrieve and we can type and we can edit. That is the significance of Cobol oriented database also. So it's having its own significance. It is never spoiled in future also. It will always be there. But even though for internet based Java applications has come, and nowadays Python is coming, very big comforts is coming in future in further languages, even though Cobol is having its own significance. Wishing you all the best.